do a shoot with cameras from that stone, and that way you could get this smaller stone, Cornelius and Elizabeth Van Tassel, in the picture. You also get the open area where we believe the headless Hessian soldier was buried. Cornelius and his wife were at home in Elmsford, New York. The British came in with a raiding party, and they had Hessian soldiers as outriders with them. The British were there to steal edibles. The Hessian, they were permitted at the end of the raid to go in and steal everything of value in the house. One of the Hessians went in the house looking for valuables. Unfortunately, he didn't find anything because he kicked something on the floor. That something happened to be a cradle with a baby in it. He picked the baby up, knowing what was going to happen at the end of the seance, or whatever you want to call it, the raid, took the baby outside and therefore saved the baby's life. Commanding officer of the group had a nickname, Burn 'em Up Charlie. Just what he wanted done. No woman or children were permitted to have a roof over their head when he left. It was to be destroyed. The Hessian knew it. He knew if he left the baby in the house, the baby would be burned to death. So, took the baby out, put the baby out by the outbuilding. When the house was set on fire, the mother, distraught, seeing all the flames, ran to the house, tried to get the baby out. She thought the baby was still there. It was not. It was out by the outbuilding. The Hessian that had moved the baby saw her distress, went over to her, picked her up by the shoulders, and walked her to where the baby was. Picked up the baby and handed the baby to the mother. That act of kindness is what sort of set mommy up. She now has an obligation. That man, that uniform really, that uniform saved my baby's life. When the headless Hessian was found after the Battle of White Plains, we believe that mother, Elizabeth, used the excuse of what that man did for her to bring that headless man here and give him a Christian burial. That Christian burial is in the green grass out there above the stone. That area north and east of the church is somewhat of a potter's field for the indigent, the poor people. So that is where the headless Hessian soldier would have been buried.
Somewhere in here.
Somewhere in there, yep.
Huh.